Society of Concordia. So our purpose is to host all kinds of events related to programming and technology. That includes workshops, tutorials, mentorship, social events, lunch and learn events, competitions, game nights, coding nights, networking events, and so much more. Keep in mind, our society isn't just for students in software engineering or computer science. Anyone who's interested in programming is welcome to come to our events. You also don't need to join our society or register. We really just host awesome events, and if you're interested, you can attend. You can follow that link on the screen on the bottom right to go to our link tree. That has links to all of our social media and also our Discord server, where you can be a part of our community and participate in our online events. Don't worry, I'm going to share the links in the Discord server after and show them again at the end of the presentation, so you don't have to write anything down right now. Let's start by talking about our mentorship program. The mentorship program is aimed at new Concordia students just like you. We'll pair you up with an experienced student who can answer all of your questions about Concordia and your program and give you advice. We'll do our best to pair you up with someone who's in your program so the advice can be really relevant. And you'll also get to meet other mentors and mentees and participate in some fun social events. There's another link on the screen on the bottom right. You can follow that to sign up for the mentorship program. But again, I'll be sharing the link again later, so don't worry too much about it. We also have a cool event called Algorithm Time. It's a fun weekly 2-hour programming session where you can solve programming problems online. You can work together with other students and get mentorship from the SCS team in order to improve your algorithm solving skills. Now, don't worry, this event is very beginner friendly and has problems of all difficulty levels. Also, these are exactly the kinds of questions you'll face when you apply for jobs and do technical interviews in software. We've had a ton of people come and tell us that some questions they did in interviews were exactly questions they'd already solved in Algo Time, and that Algo Time had really helped them sharpen their skills for that. So it's a great way to practice your programming, whether you're a beginner or experienced, and I really recommend it to everybody. One of our main attractions that we have is workshops. So we host a ton of workshops throughout the year and tutorials for you to learn new technologies, new programming languages, new tools, and a lot more. We have a Git workshop coming up on September 24th. Git is a super important tool that is used to collaborate with other programmers on the same projects. If you're in any degree that uses programming, you are 100% going to need to use Git or something similar in your projects and at work. You also don't really learn Git in your classes, so this is one of the best places you can go to learn it. Don't worry, you don't need any programming experience for this workshop or to learn Git, so it's open to everybody. We also are going to have Node and React workshops this semester. These are perfect if you want to learn how to make a website. We're doing these in collaboration with Autodesk as well. It's a great workshop, and the skills you'll learn are super relevant in the industry today. There's other workshops that'll be coming too. I have a few on screen like Unity, C#, and Python, which we do very often and will probably do later this year. And there's more stuff coming later for sure. We also are going to have our Roast and Toast CV workshop, which is coming later this month. This is to help you sharpen your resume. We're going to have students who are experienced and have a lot of experience job hunting, so they can check your CV and help you, give you some tips to improve it, tell you what's not working, tell you what you should do. So tune into that at the end of this month, and we'll definitely be doing it again later as well. We also do a bunch of social events. So we are going to be hosting the Speed Friending event with GCES. If you were here earlier, you heard them talk about that. That's going to happen on September 17th, and you can meet all kinds of other students. You've probably met a ton of first years at Frosh, but this will help you also meet older students or people who weren't necessarily at Frosh. SCS also hosts other networking events with companies throughout the year. You can meet some of our sponsors like Matrox, Moonvo, Essence, Sigillion, and others. We're still figuring out how to move our wine and cheese style events to a digital environment, so stay tuned for that. And we'll also be hosting more social events on our Discord server, so make sure to join that as soon as you can. Finally, let's go over our competitions. So SCS attends a bunch of competitions every year. Our biggest ones are IEEEXtreme and ICPC ACM, which both happen in the fall. And of course, the computer science games, which happen in the winter. We're still figuring out how these competitions are going to work in a remote environment, so stay tuned. But we are definitely going to hold tryouts this semester to select who's going to be on the competitive teams. I'll say it again, don't worry if you're a total beginner, if you've never done programming before. We always love to reserve some spots on our competitive teams for people who are novices. Like that, you can get the awesome experience of going to a huge competition without needing to be incredibly skilled. And that can set you up to go back next year to these competitions and do really amazing. This is just a really quick rundown I've been giving you of SCS, but if you want to know more, we're going to host an info session on the second week of the semester. At our info session, we'll go more in depth about all these events. We'll tell you more about our workshops, how you can join our competitive teams, and how you can get involved with SCS. You'll also get to meet the executive team and maybe see about openings we have on our team if you want to help us organize events. That's pretty much the breakdown. Before I open it up to questions, I'll just reiterate some of our frequently asked ones. So again, you don't need to sign up for SCS or become a member if you want to attend our events, though we do have room on our executive team if you want to help us organize stuff. We would love it if you joined our Discord server, because that's where you can be a part of our community and where you can participate in a lot of our events. And also we get asked, like, do I have to be in software engineering or computer science? No, absolutely not. Our events are just about programming and technology. We get people from computer engineering and electrical engineering a lot, and we also have students who aren't even in engineering and computer science who attend our events. So tell your friends. And even people from other universities can come if they're interested. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my quick presentation. I have those links back up if you want to look at our link tree with all our social media links, and a short URL for our mentorship program if you want to sign up for that. And now I'll answer any questions you guys have. I see in the chat someone is asking if Discord is the main means of communication for SCS. So if you look at our link tree, which I can open up right now actually, you just go to linktree/SCS Concordia. We have a newsletter that you can sign up for, and we'll send a newsletter every week telling you what events are coming soon. We have a Facebook group that you can join and talk to other people who are part of SCS, and we'll also have other people sharing events in there as well. We have our Discord server where you can hang out with us. We also have a LinkedIn page if you want to follow us. We use all of these together. So if you prefer emails, you can sign up for the newsletter. If you'd rather talk to us on Discord, you can sign up for the Discord server. Are hackathons a part of SCS? We don't organize any hackathons or organize any delegations to hackathons, but our community is a great place for you to find other people to participate in hackathons with you. So if you're looking for friends or other tech-minded people. Any other questions you guys have?
There was a question on the Discord. Do you need to download Git? I'm assuming it's a question for the Git tutorial. So do you need to download Git for the Git tutorial?
Yeah, so our Git tutorial is interactive. So it's much better if you download Git and use it during the workshop, because we'll be telling you commands to input and you can follow along. That way you'll learn it a lot better. But if you don't have Git, you can always just watch the tutorial and go back over the steps on your own time. It's going to be recorded.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was really good. Like as a Mechie, I want to get involved. That's how good your presentation was, you know, so great job with that.
Thank you.
So there are a few questions in the chat if you want.
Can you read some out for me? I'm having trouble following.
Yeah, for sure. So there is, hold on, let me just get it up again. There's someone, Jose from SCS says, Felix, let's mention the criteria for joining SCS. Let's start with that.
Okay, so if you want to join our executive team, that means help us organize events. We're going to have job postings in our newsletter and on Facebook when our positions open up. If you want to be an executive, then you just need to be in the Gina Coney School of Engineering and Computer Science. But we also have director positions, which are like lower level helper positions, and that as long as you're a Concordia student, you're eligible.
What a great way to get involved. Another question is, what level will be the Git tutorial?
So we make it an intro level tutorial. So we start with really the basic comments like, well, we use the command line in the workshop. So getting you comfortable in the terminal, stuff like creating branches, merging, committing, pushing, and whatnot. Usually at the end of the workshop, if we have time, we go over some advanced topic like rebases. But that's really like if we have time at the end of the workshop and if people are interested. We also have some people who are very knowledgeable about Git. So if you have any more advanced questions, you can bring them to the workshop and we can answer them. But mostly intro level. No problem.
Yeah, so I guess if that's it for the questions on, I guess, the students' end, you know, I just want to thank Felix, you know, and all of SCS for preparing that presentation. It was very informative, very good. Great job.
Thank you. We're also going to answer any questions that you put on the Discord or on our Discord, so feel free to put them there. The Git workshop is on September 24th is our planned date, but if you follow us on Facebook and in the newsletter, you'll see when all our events are and you'll stay in the know. So we'll send out email and post it on Facebook.
Awesome.
No problem.
Awesome. Thank you, Felix.
Thanks a bunch, everyone.